So, hi everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that's really important but often ignored, the backup types and method. Whether you've accidentally deleted your school project, lost files from your phone, or had your laptop crashed, understanding backups can save you from a lot of stress. So let's get started. So when we say backup, we simply mean making copy of your data so you can restore it if something goes wrong. But the thing is, there are different kinds of backups and each one has its own advantages and disadvantages. So the first type is the full backup. So a full backup is when all of your data is copied completely. It's the easiest type to restore because everything is stored in one big copy. But it takes the longest to create and uses the most storage space. So next is the incremental backup. So this type only copies the data that has changed since the last backup, whether that previous backup was full or incremental. It's much faster and saves more storage. But the thing is, restoring your data takes a bit longer because the system needs to combine multiple backup points. Another type is the differential backup. So this type it copies all data that has changed since the last full backup. It's easier to restore than an incremental backup because it only needs the full backup and the latest differential backup. But it can grow larger over time since it keeps adding everything changed after the full backup. So lastly is we have the synthetic full backup, or also called the incremental forever back methods. So these are more advanced and are used in modern backup systems. So instead of copying everything again, the system uses incremental backups and automatically creates a new full backup without actually recopying all the data. So this saves time and storage and still gives you complete clean backup to restore from. Alright, now I'm going to demonstrate how backup types and methods work using an actual application on my laptop. So for this demonstration, I'm using the Google Drive, also known as the backup and sync. So first, I'm here on my laptop and I'm going to open the Google Drive. So let's search the Google Drive. Here, so this is my Google Drive. So for example, you want to back up something, your important files or folder. So you're just gonna click here in the upper left, this plus button, then click folder or file upload. So for example, you're gonna be backing up your folder. Then for example this document files, you're backing this up. And what you do is click upload. Then once you click upload, there's gonna be something here in the bottom right that is uploading. So since I already put my document files, so I don't need to do that. So here, as you guys can see from this is the folder that I backing up. So let's start with the full backup demo. So the full backup demo. So inside my documents folder, I have a bunch of files like docs, like the presentation, PowerPoint. So since this is the first time I'm backing them up, Google Drive will create a complete copy of all these files. So everything is copied no matter if it's changed or not. So now let's move to the next part, which is the incremental backup. So I'm going to show you how incremental backup works. So I'll open my document files again. And I'm going to edit one of these files, which is, let's choose this. So I'll type something new like this. Like this. So as you guys can see here, it's automatically saved. So what I do is I'm just gonna close this. So now watch what happened in Google Drive. So the Google Drive immediately notices that this file is changed. So it starts syncing that one file. So it doesn't back up everything again. Only what changed since the last backup. So let's see here if it actually changed. So yeah, it already changed. So let's close this again. So this is exactly how an incremental backup works. Only the new or edited data gets backed up. So let's demonstrate the next type, which is the differential backup demo. So Google Drive doesn't naturally do differential backups. So I'll explain how it would look in a real system. So imagine today is Monday. I did a full backup. So now it's Tuesday. I edit 3 more files. A differential backup would copy those 3 change files. So next is, for example, on Wednesday, I edit 2 more files. A differential backup on Wednesday would copy all changes since Monday's full backup. So that means all is changed. So all 5 change files. So the key idea is that differential backup always measure changes starting from this last full backup. So although I can show it directly on a Google Drive, this is how an organization uses it in backup software like the VMO or Acronis. So now, let's move on to our last method, which is the synthetic full backup demo. So a synthetic full backup acts like a full backup that builds it using incremental backup. So let me show you how it works in a computer or a laptop. So this is my Google Drive folder. So let's pretend that each incremental backup from the past few days is stored inside this folder, these document files. So a synthetic backup system would take all of these incremental pieces and combine them into one new full backup without copying everything again. So it's like the computer is automatically stitching small backups together to create a complete full backup. So this saves time and storage but still gives you a clean full backup images. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys learned something, and thanks for watching.